What's up? It's Rob Cressy, and welcome to another edition of Best Year Ever, a podcast designed to inspire growth and impact so you can have the best year ever. And it is February 1st, 2021. And holy smokes, Batman, is the time flying. We are 1 month into the year, and I am so excited. I love the first of every month. And what I want to do on this show is talk about a few things. One, how to make February the best month of your year. Two, I'm going to share some tips for some things that I'm doing already to ensure that I have the best year. Three, I'm also going to share what I do on the first of every month to look back as well as look forward to make sure that on this day I do things correctly, because we are going to have 12 first days of the month throughout the rest of the year. So let's start with a check-in of January. And what I want you to do is to think about, what is the best thing that happened to you in January? And this is a very simple mindset that I like to do. I always like to break things down as simple as possible. And you say, all right, for me to have the best year ever, I want to have the best month ever. So what is one good thing that happened in the month? And you might have a lot of different things. And if so, that's amazing. But sit and think about, and you can even drop it in the comments, what is one thing that happened in January that was amazing for you? And what I would recommend is you can go and create a file. I use Evernote for my note taking, and list every single month, January through December, and just write down the best thing that happened every single month. Because what you can do is you can look back on that file at the end of the year and be like, wow, look at all these best things of the month that happened. Another thing that I do, which can be extremely beneficial for you, and it is oh so simple, get your phone and create a folder on there and name it 2021 Best Things That Happened. And what this is a folder that you can go into and drop pictures of any time something that you do or experience is amazing. Why in the world do we do this? Because so often we don't give ourselves credit for the great things that happen in our lives. We just move on to the next thing, and you're like, oh man, I'm in this rut today, or you're just not feeling it, without being like, well, wait a second. What if I at any point can just open up my phone and be like, let me see all the ways that 2021 has been the best year ever. And boom, nice and simple. All you have to do, and this is the easiest action item, go to your phone, create a folder, name it 2021 Best Year Ever, and then put your first picture in there. And then moving forward, what you can do, a minimum of once, I recommend twice, or real time if you want, just go in there and add a few photos. Because what it allows you to do is you can go back and look at your photos of the great things that have happened. Oh, boom, you throw them in there. And you will be thankful on December 31st when you did this today on February 1st. Because so often, once we get later on in the year, oh, you know what, Rob, I just don't really want to go through all my photos back then and think about all the great things that I did or experienced. Cool. I'm with you. So why don't you go ahead and do it now? That way we can rinse and repeat this process for the next 12 months. So let's now get to what I do on the first of every month. And this is one part business, one part personal. On the business side of things, I always do my books on the first of every month, looking back. So I'll look at my January book of business and see how things went. And I think it's an important thing to know that I do not only base my life around the outcomes around business. I have multiple buckets in my life, from health, wealth, love, and happiness. That this is something I want to make sure is very clear for everyone, because it was a big game changer for me when I realized this, that we are more than just our business outcomes, that we are happy people. We've got relationships, we have athletics, we have pets, we have music, we have projects, we have painting, we have flow, we have so many things that are a part of who we are. So in the event that one of the areas of your life is not at the same level as all the other ones, that's okay. Make it a point to not allow the one area that is getting a lot of your negative attention to be the only thing that you are feeling right now. And it's a very normal thing that, of course, all of us go through. And I just wanted to make it a point of this because it's something that I do on a monthly basis when I'm looking back. That's, all right, how did that month go? And then I say, what are some areas that I can improve on? And then that looks forward to the month ahead. So for me, what is one thing that I'm excited about? So just like we talked about writing down one thing that you did this month, well, now let's look forward to February. And I want you to write down one thing that you're excited about. And on my end, one thing that I'm really excited about is I'm launching my one-on-one coaching program. This is something that has been months in the making. I started this, let's call it the back end of 2020, and it's something that has been very top of mind for me. And I'm so excited about it because I'm going to help so many more people generate growth and impact and leadership in their life. If this is something that you'd be interested in exploring and you're ready for some support and you're ready to take things to the next level and build momentum in your life, hit me up, rob@baconsports.com, or slide into my DMs on social media at Rob Cressy. Would love to just have a conversation and invite you into a conversation to hear a little bit more about what's on your mind and how I might be able to help. But for me, that's something that I'm really excited about. So I want to hear from you as well. Drop it in the comments. What is one thing that you're excited about in February? Because if you've got this due north in your head, you're like, man, I'm really excited about this. Cool. That's how you're going to live the best year ever mindset, is by being excited about things. So looking at some things that I've learned, this is another thing. So challenges, obstacles, and things that I've learned and or I'm going through right now. So number one, what is one way that you can easily generate growth in your life? This is the simplest thing in the world. You know what you can do? Whatever time you wake up in the morning, I want you to set your alarm for 1 minute earlier. Why? Because you're not going to notice that minute, but mentally, you know that you will be growing. Plus, those minutes will add up throughout the course of the year, because if you had 1 extra minute throughout the year, well, that's 365 extra minutes, which is, let's call it, almost 6 extra hours of your life that you would have an opportunity to do something with. But for me, I love the mindset of it all. And certainly on the first of a month or the end of a month, so on January 31st and then on February 1st, what I would do is I would say, you know what, I'm going to finish this month strong. I'm going to wake up 1 minute earlier today. And then the next day, February 1st, boom, I'm going to start this month strong. I'm going to wake up 1 minute earlier. And it's the mindset of it, because I want that to be living in me. I want that conscious awareness. Hey, what are the things that I can do? What are the things that I can do? Because 1 minute here, you're going to think about other areas of your life where you can find efficiencies, where you can get that little 1 extra minute of growth. You start stacking those up, all of a sudden you build yourself the best year ever. At the same time, I do want to share something that is a daily challenge for me. Is waking up early, no matter how long I've done it, is not easy for me, because the alarm goes off. Like today was at 5:57 a.m. and it's a Monday, and I sat there as I'm brushing my teeth and just thinking in my head is my bitch voice that's saying, you know what, Rob, you would love to go to bed for another 30 minutes. Oh, it'd be so nice and it'd be so warm. No one would know about this. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? You really are right. I really would love to go back to bed. And I'm just sitting here debating in this. And it's probably like a 2-minute debate to go to the bathroom and brush my teeth and everything. But here's what I will tell you. So far, I am 100 out of 100 in terms of when I do wake up in time. 30 minutes later, I am thankful that I got up on time. I also ask myself this question, and it's actually a thing that helped me today get up on time. So I'm sitting there brushing my teeth, and I say to myself, all right, Rob, when do you want to get your first victory of the morning? Because this is your opportunity right now. Do you want the win to be the very first thing that you do for the day? And you're like, wow, I have an opportunity to actually get a W right out of the gate. And you know what? I got that W today. It doesn't mean that it happens every single time, but you know what? Today I lived in action and I got that W. So boom, you can wake up 1 minute earlier and you can get yourself a W by waking up, because 30 minutes later, as I'm going through my morning routine, I'm like, man, I am so thankful that right now I have this time to work on my personal development. So I would love to hear from you. What are the things that you do in your life to ensure that you generate growth, that you wake up in the morning? Or what are the things that you tell yourself to work on that growth mindset? So that's what I've got for today. I just wanted to share some good vibes with you. I am going to be ramping up the volume of these live streams and podcasts and videos that I create, because in 2021, one of my goals is to create a 5-day-a-week show. And I know it's possible because I've done it before. So I need to create the process and I need to deliver the value, because I do want to show up, and I'm going to show on a consistent basis that you can create the best year ever. Because if I can do it, you can do it. And all it takes is some intention. And when you have this mindset, you're going to generate growth. You're going to generate impact. You're going to become a thought leader when you build your brand and you connect with others and you share your thoughts and ideas out in the world, because that's what I really want to do. That's what I want to get out of this. Is I want you to see this or listen to this and say, you know what? I would love to have a conversation with Rob. You know why? Because I love helping. I already live this stuff, and I know that there is so much goodness that I can do to help you. So if you are inspired and would love to be in conversation with me, I would love to be in conversation with you. Slide into my DMs at Rob Cressy. Let's find time to jam. Otherwise, sending tons of good vibes your way. I hope that you have yourself an amazing day. Let's make this an amazing rest of the month. And I make sure you let me know what is the best thing that happened for you in January, and let me know one thing that you're excited about in February.